Hello everybody, I'm Kamaleao and welcome to Free Gaming, my second video about a Fistful of Frags. Let's take the Cold Navy and shoot a fool. Doesn't see me, that's nice. Alright. I have now about 10 hours into the game. Hey, somebody shot me. With an arrow. Up there. Whoops. And... damn hatchet. My verdict for the game so far. Oh, what I've learned. Well, there are several different game modes. This now is mini shootout, like just deathmatch, but with a smaller number of players, 12 at most. There are several team-based modes, so there's a team deathmatch and a team capture area thingy, and a team push a card through the map thingy. And one mode that's a bit different is I actually don't remember off the top of my head what it's named. I have to shoot a guy first, or he shoots me. What's its name? I don't know. The idea of that mode is you can pick up weapons and you can drop them, and when you're unarmed, ow, that was a arrow to the face. And if you drop them and people kill you, they get a penalty. So you can essentially attack somebody, then quickly drop your weapon, and then when they shoot you, they get a penalty, or when they kill you, and that's fun. And when you take weapons and bring them to a certain area, your team gets money and stuff like that. There's two different ways how the weapon system works. In the death matches, you just pick a weapon. Oh, nice. You just pick a weapon from at the beginning, and then there are the chests around the area where you can get better weapons or additional weapons. In other game modes, you get money. That's a bit of like a Counter-Strike system, essentially. You get money, and everybody hates guys with hatchets. You get money for killing things, and at the beginning, or at the beginning of your spawn, you can essentially just buy weapons, very much like Counter-Strike. What is that? I don't... Ow! Somebody has a sniper rifle, that's not nice. So the deathmatch versions of the game, the deathmatch maps, they all use the start with a choice of weapons, and then find chests. Oops, somebody has dynamite. Like these. And let's take Peacemaker. Switch weapons. Since I'm right-handed, it's better to have... Oops, dynamite. To have the better weapon in the right hand, because the accuracy there is slightly higher. Though it doesn't make much of a difference. Yeah, and the buying stuff, you use it for the... Oh. I hate hatchets. The buying stuff is used for maps like, you know, where you have to push the cart or something like that. Or there, capture the area, there you buy your equipment. Whoa! He has a shotgun. I don't want to fight a guy with a shotgun. And that's why. Pump gun is one of the best weapons, I think. Or at least one of my favorite weapons. And, well, there are certain weapons that are objectively better than others. Come on, pick it up. What's your problem? Oops, I'm so dead right now. And there are... There are a few weapons that are essentially pointless, more or less. I think the coach gun, for example, it's a double... Whoops, 3 guys. That's too much. Always shoot the headshot guy first. Whoa, that was close. Stupid arrows. So yeah, there are some weapons which seem pointless and almost nobody ever picks them. But... So that makes the weapon variety, I think it drops the weapon variety somewhat. Because... I mean, there's no point in having... Whoa! Damn it. That didn't happen. Nobody saw that. I mean, if you have 20 weapons, but 5 of them are objectively worse than your other choices, then you essentially only have 15 weapons. At least that's the way I see it. Don't look around, and I don't hit, okay. Now he's seen me and he has 2 pistols, so that's bad. And he has a good one. And... come on. You didn't see me. Now I have a good call. Peacemaker, that's a good one. Now the thing is... what makes this game interesting for me is... it plays quite a lot different than... oh, he kicked me to death. That's evil. The shooting is quite a bit different than many other shooters I've played so far. Because the way weapons work, when I stand right now and right-handed with a single gun, with this pistol I have an accuracy of 87%, so that's quite alright. As soon as I move, it goes down to 24. I can fend the... okay, let's shoot him. Then it goes to 75%, that's only doable with certain weapons. With revolvers you can, or with Colts you can only do that when you have only a single one in your hands. But you move slower. And essentially this means you have to walk around to avoid shots, and you have to stand and wait for a fraction of a second to shoot, and then you move again. Almost all weapons, or I think all weapons, have a slow rate of fire, and almost all weapons have very long reload times. So you have to be really careful. You can't run and gun, you can't just spray fire and hope to hit somebody. You have to be very careful with what you do. And you have to be careful with reloading. Like, quite often it's useful to just throw your weapon away and pick up a new one if you see one lying on the ground that has enough ammo. Because reloading times are actually long. And I like that. I think it's a nice difference to the way most modern shooters do it. I'm still very bad at the game, I think you can see. Though it's not horrible. I think I've improved somewhat. It's just playing a shooter and talking at the same time is not my strong suit. Aw, I had the pump gun, but I had like 6 health. That's bad. Another thing that really helps is map awareness, if you know how the map works. And where you find like alcohol to heal yourself. Now I have 2 cold navies, that's nice. If you know where to run to reload. And if a place where you can hide a little bit. This is not a good place, by the way. And when you know where the individual chests are, that's also very useful. Ow. Come on, I want to shoot somebody. There's one thing that I don't like, and that's the hatchet. As a weapon, it's really annoying. Because it's just too good. Ow. Should have avoided them. I'll try to dodge. That was not a good place to reload. This isn't either. Ah, he took the alcohol. That's bad for me. Ah. And he kicked me to death. I tried to do that to him. Alright. Map variety. There's not a ton of maps. In fact, that would be one of my criticisms of the game. The map variety is... yeah, not huge. There aren't that many different maps, and they don't play that different. I'm so mediocre. Stupid hatchet. The problem with the hatchet is it just deals so much damage. And it's not very satisfying playing against the hatchet guys. So yeah, I really don't like the existence of that weapon. Come on. Ah. Too dumb to jump up there. There they are. Ah, okay, he's on top there. I can't run from that. That's the thing, you always have to be careful, because if you get caught without ammo, then you're dead. If you don't have a second weapon to switch to, which you rarely have. And you're out of ammo, then good night. Which I also think is cool, because it makes the whole snowballing thing a bit more difficult. Because even with the good weapons, like the pump gun, it doesn't have that many shots, it reloads slowly. So yeah, let's take Peacemaker. So even then, if you run into a bad situation, you get taken out. Which makes the few times where I managed to pull off long kill streaks all the more... What? And that's it, stupid hatchets. Because when they're standing right in front of you, moving left to right, you can barely hit them, or at least I can't. There's almost no chance to hit them. And there's the hatchet guy. And he kills me. So, yeah. Bottom line of that Fuck hatchets. Oh, thanks for my peacemaker. And that's the thing with the hatchets and the reloading. All in one thing. So yeah. There's one thing I could change in this game. I'd take out the hatchet. I think it's... because the hatchet is... it's the most uninteresting weapon... let's switch. It's the most uninteresting weapon of the game. Because it's either... extremely strong when you are get your opponent into close quarters and there's no room to maneuver. It's extremely overpowered, like ridiculously so. Let's go in there. Ridiculously powerful. You barely stand a chance. And on the other hand, in open areas, when you have room to maneuver and time to shoot people, then it's a completely useless and wasted weapon. And I think that's a bit too much, because it's... if you see a guy with a hatchet, it's quite often, depending on the circumstances, you're either instantly dead, or... yeah, it's not even a challenge. And that's... for me, that's not interesting. Short thing for business model, there's not really any. Sometimes there's, yeah... like advertisements here, and that's it. Let's take this show field. He's a... ow. Okay, I'm one of them. This is a like personal thing. I'm very bad with remembering what team I'm on when I don't see my own character. So it always takes me a while to get my reactions up, to know who I'm supposed to shoot and who not. Let's go into the saloon and drink some alcohol. It's always good. Here's when you drink a lot of it at the same time, your skin goes greenish and can't aim very well anymore, but that fades with time. Finally. So in this map we have 4 teams at the same time, which confuses me even more. And yeah, bottom line. How do I like the game? I have very much enjoyed the time I've spent with it. I don't think that it's the deepest of all shooters. Far from it. Shut up. It's actually... What kind of guy am I right now? Ah, I'm one of the gentlemen. So I'm not too certain about how long I'm going to play this game, but so far I enjoy myself. I like the setting, I like the Wild West theme. I enjoy the gunplay, the idea that you have to stand still when you're shooting, and it makes gives the whole fighting an interesting pace. Graphics are obviously not the best. I mean, you can see that, I don't really have to tell you. This is, by the way, on highest settings. But that also has its advantages, I think. Because this game is going to run well on pretty much any PC out there. I'm guessing. I think I can run it on highest. I didn't really look at that, by the way. But I think it runs at something like 200 frames per second. On highest settings, and my PC, I mean, I have a GTX 970, but still, my PC is not the most expensive there is. So this is also useful to know where the golden chest is. The golden chest has the best weapons inside, so quite often And especially in team modes, when you have one team, as one team against one team, fights often break out over who controls the area with the golden chest. Because, well, best weapons. Hey, that's my buddy. Why do you shoot me? And I got hatcheted. Well, he kicked me to death, but still. He had a hatchet at me. Ow. That's not nice. It's also the thing you have to... I mean, if you time your sidestepping well by knowing how the fire rate of the individual weapons are, that improves your survivability a lot. Let's see if we can kill some more people before I wrap this up. He's dead. Ah, he has a sniper rifle. Damn it. Don't shoot me. There's no friendly fire. I actually don't know if you could put friendly fire into the game, set it on. I haven't been in a game where friendly fire was a thing, so... Got you. Got me. Ah, he's one of my guys. Yeah! Got him! There's my next target. Oh, alright. That was a good kill streak. That mustache though. Okay. Another thing is always the question how many people are playing it. Not many. As you can see, that's all the servers. So I have to say right now, as I'm recording this, it's 12 o'clock. Like noon. So I think it's somewhat to be expected that there's not many people playing right now. This is not much, obviously. But so far, whenever I turned it on and I tried it at different times of the day just to see if it's playable as an online only game or multiplayer only game, and I have always had like at least 1 or 2 servers where there were enough people to play it. So while there's obviously not many people playing it, it's enough so that it's playable. And I mean, it's a free game. It's not like you lose anything over that if at someday the player base drops too low. So that's a Fistful of Frags. I'm definitely going to play it a little bit more. I can only recommend that you try it if you enjoy Western games, the Western setting. If you like a little bit more slow-paced FPS, because you can't run and gun, you can't fire from the hips. I mean, you can, but with most weapons it makes no sense at all. You have to stand and really aim. And yeah, I can recommend it. I had a hell of a lot of good times with this game so far. I have not really encountered anybody where it was obvious that somebody cheated. That's always an important aspect when you're playing online games. And I mean, right now, this team shootout server, it doesn't show when they're full, I think, so there might be even 1 or 2 more servers that are full, but right now I could go 2 team shootout servers, which are with enough people to play it. Team play 4 vs 4 already works on most maps. Breakbad is, I think, the mode where you throw away your weapon and then you're unarmed, and when people then kill you for a short time, you count as unarmed, and when people kill you, they get thrown out, or they get a penalty. And yeah, where was I? What I like, if you enjoy this bit slower gunplay, if you enjoy the theme, and if you have a slower PC and can't really run all the modern new shooters, I think this one is a very, very good alternative. It's fun. I enjoyed it so far, and I will enjoy it more. I'm Liao. Have a good time.